Just imagine, how many times have you had a strange feeling of being in the right place, but in an almost familiar way, as if you had lived that moment before? Perhaps it was déjà vu, a strong intuition, or even synchronicity, like seeing the same numbers repeatedly. In today's video, we will explore whether these signs are more than mere coincidences and if they could be forms of communication from parallel versions of yourself in alternate realities. This video will show you how to identify these signs and what they mean for your life right now. By understanding this subtle language, you can make more conscious decisions, avoid mistakes that other versions of yourself have already learned from, and align with the best version of yourself. Together, we will explore whether these messages are guidance from a self that has already overcome the challenges you face today, offering a sort of map to help you achieve your dreams. So, if you've ever found yourself thinking about how to improve your life or how to transform your reality, don't miss this opportunity. How about opening your mind and discovering how these messages can bring surprising answers and directions? Imagine, for a moment, that the world you know is just a piece of an infinite puzzle, where each piece is a unique and nuanced reality. This concept of parallel realities and alternate universes is more than science fiction. It's an idea that challenges our perception of time and space, opening doors to intriguing questions. Is there, somewhere, another version of you making different decisions, living experiences that seem distant but somehow echo in your life? This is the essence of what we call parallel realities, a phenomenon that invites us to question what we know about the very self. Now, think of moments when it seemed you were living a situation you already knew, even though you had never experienced it before, or when decisions took an unexpected turn. Some people believe these experiences are reflections of other lives, or even other dimensions, where different versions of ourselves face their own challenges and take distinct paths. Science and spirituality approach these concepts in various ways, but both agree. There is something more happening, something that goes beyond reality as we know it, and that might be much more accessible than we imagine. This theme deeply connects with the idea of infinite possibilities and personal growth. After all, if other versions of ourselves face struggles, overcome fears, and achieve victories, why not use this knowledge to our advantage? Science and spirituality may seem opposing, but when it comes to parallel realities, they begin to converge. Quantum physics, for example, presents intriguing theories such as the multiverse, where various versions of the universe coexist, each with its own variables and outcomes. Renowned scientists like Hugh Everett suggest that with every decision we make, new branches of reality are created, generating alternate universes. It's a perspective that inspires us to think beyond, questioning, are we, at this very moment, connected to these other realities, perhaps even influenced by them? Spirituality, in turn, aligns with these ideas with a more intuitive and symbolic view. Many spiritual traditions advocate for the idea of parallel lives or mirrored realities, where our souls experience various versions of themselves simultaneously. According to this view, deep meditations and moments of spiritual elevation are times when we can catch glimpses of these other realities, as if they were insights coming to guide us. This opens an interesting window for reflection. What if these connections are not mere coincidence, but an opportunity to learn from the experiences of other selves? The encounter between science and spirituality leads us to a broader understanding, where the mystical and the rational intertwine. Thus, by exploring these themes, we create space for a new perception of our own existence and purpose. After all, if our actions here can echo in other places, wouldn't we, in a way, be leaving a legacy in realities we can hardly imagine? Signs of communication with parallel versions are often described as those small coincidences that seem to arise at crucial moments in our lives. Many people report feeling an inexplicable connection with events unfolding around them, as if they were being guided by something greater. These signs can manifest in various forms, from repeated numbers to unexpected encounters that provide exactly the guidance we were seeking. This phenomenon provokes reflection on how our lives are intertwined with other realities and, perhaps, even with our own past decisions. A practical example of this type of sign can be seen in everyday life, like when you think of someone you haven't seen in a long time and then receive a message from them. This can be interpreted as a sort of echo from a parallel version of yourself, where the connection was never lost. These moments can serve as small reminders that timelines are not as rigid as they seem. For some people, recognizing and recording these experiences in a journal can be a powerful way to track patterns and better understand how these communications present themselves in their lives. Being attentive to these signs can be a way to expand consciousness, allowing you to see the interconnection between your decisions and the repercussions they have in different realities. By doing this, you become more receptive to new possibilities and interpretations of your own story. Thus, upon realizing that these signs are around you, the next step is to learn how to decipher them, unveiling what each might signify on your path and how they can influence your future choices. Déjà vu is an intriguing experience that many of us have had, the feeling that we've lived a moment before, even when we know we haven't. This perception is not just a curiosity, it's an indication of how parallel realities may influence our consciousness. Imagine being in a new place, but feeling as though you've been there before, as if revisiting a memory from a life that isn't yours. This phenomenon may be a sign that the line between universes is thinner than we imagine. This sensation can be strengthened by experiences that connect us to our alternative versions. For example, when visiting a place you have always dreamed of, you might find a sense of belonging, as if that space were part of your life in another dimension. A practical way to explore these feelings is to keep a journal of déjà vu experiences, noting where you were, what you were doing, and how you felt. Over time, you may notice patterns or themes that repeat, revealing insights about your own experiences and desires. Understanding déjà vu leads us to reflect on how the realities we haven't lived yet can impact us. It also suggests that we are always in a constant dialogue with our parallel versions, perhaps even receiving guidance on what we need to learn. By nurturing this awareness, a person can become more attentive to these moments and how they can serve as guides on their journey of self-discovery. Synchronicities are those coincidences that seem to occur with a magical frequency in our lives. When two or more events intertwine significantly, it feels as if the universe is telling us that we are exactly where we should be. Imagine finding a book that resonates deeply with a situation you are facing, or encountering someone who shares a similar experience, just when you need support. These coincidences are not mere happenstances. They are signs that something greater is at play, guiding our path in parallel realities. These synchronicities can be interpreted as messages from the universe, indicating that we are in tune with our most authentic versions. A good exercise to recognize these synchronicities is to pay attention to patterns in your daily life. You might find that you repeatedly see the same word or symbol in different contexts. Noting these moments can help clarify what the universe is trying to communicate. Sometimes, the answer to a personal dilemma can emerge in a casual conversation while you're walking down the street. This shows that life is full of clues, waiting to be discovered. When we become more aware of these synchronicities, we begin to realize that we are not alone on our journeys. The universe is constantly communicating with us, helping us align our desires and intentions. This interconnectedness inspires us to keep an open mind and trust the flow of life. Have you ever wondered how these coincidences might shape your trajectory? The answers are closer than you think. Dreams have always been a source of fascination and mystery, serving as windows that connect us to other realities and dimensions of our existence. During sleep, our minds dive into a world where the rules of time and space seem not to apply. Vivid dreams can leave a lasting impression, revealing hidden desires, fears, and even insights into the problems we face in waking life. When you wake up and remember a peculiar dream, it's important to take some time to reflect on what it might mean and how it relates to your current experiences. Practicing lucidity in dreams is a skill that can be cultivated, allowing you to become aware that you are dreaming while still within the dream. This can lead to incredible experiences of self-discovery and exploration, where you can interact with the people and scenarios that emerge in your mind. A simple technique is to write down your dreams every morning. This not only helps with recall, but also with identifying patterns and symbols that can be revealing. Have you ever had a dream that felt so real that its impact lingered with you for days? These dreams often carry messages that are worth exploring. Dreams can also serve as a channel to access information from parallel versions of yourself. The feeling of traveling to another reality while you sleep is more common than one might think. Sometimes, you may wake up with the sense that you learned something important or made a different choice regarding a situation you face in real life. This leads to a reflection on how our dream experiences can prepare us for crucial decisions when we are awake. By exploring the world of dreams, you can discover new aspects of yourself and the possibilities that the universe offers. Many people have experienced this strange sensation of being out of place or time, as if they were in a movie that isn't unfolding the way they expected. This feeling can be disconcerting, but it is often a sign that the person is tuning into a parallel version of their own life. This disharmony can arise during moments of transition or significant changes, when the person realizes that their environment or the reality around them no longer aligns with their expectations or desires. Imagine being at a social event, surrounded by people, yet feeling completely disconnected. This experience might be an invitation from the universe to explore other dimensions of your existence. These experiences of temporal displacement can be interpreted as a way for our consciousness to communicate with ourselves. They can happen during times of great stress or deep reflection. The important thing is to recognize that these feelings are not mere coincidences. For example, when observing a sunset and feeling that moment is almost timeless, you might be accessing a part of yourself that recognizes the beauty of now and the urgency of living fully. Connecting with these feelings can provide valuable insights into what you truly value and desire in life. Recognizing and accepting this feeling of being out of place can be liberating. Instead of fighting the experience, allow yourself to explore what it means to you. It may be a sign that it is time to make changes in your life, whether in relationships, careers, or habits. By allowing yourself to feel this disconnect, you can open the door to a deeper understanding of yourself and your aspirations. This journey may lead you to new realities and possibilities that previously seemed distant or unattainable. Are you ready to hear what your intuition is trying to tell you? Intuition is often described as that inner voice that guides us in moments of doubt, but in many cases, this voice is a direct connection to parallel versions of ourselves. It may manifest as a feeling of certainty, a sudden idea, or even a whisper that prompts us to question what we are experiencing. When someone ignores this intuition, they may miss valuable opportunities or even follow paths that are no longer suitable for their true essence. Therefore, it is essential to pay attention to these silent messages, which may seem strange at first glance, but are extremely relevant. A practical example is when a person feels an inexplicable urge to change careers or cities. This change may be triggered by an internal feeling that, while it seems unfounded, is actually a response to energies and realities they have not yet fully understood. Or perhaps you have a premonition before an important event, such as a job interview or a date. Intuition can alert you to something that is not yet clear, functioning as an internal compass that helps you navigate uncertain paths. Listening to this inner voice is an exercise in self-knowledge. By allowing yourself to be in silence and hear what your intuition is telling you, you begin to align more with your true essence and the realities you wish to manifest. Practices like meditation or journaling can be helpful tools in this process, as they help calm the mind and tune into these subtle messages. What are you willing to discover about yourself by attentively listening to your intuition? Aligning vibrationally with higher versions of yourself is a journey that involves a deep understanding of how our emotions and thoughts influence our reality. Every thought we have and every emotion we feel resonates at a specific frequency, which, in turn, attracts similar experiences into our lives. Imagine, for example, that your mind is filled with worries and fears. This lower vibration can create a cycle of attraction where you continue to encounter situations that reflect that insecurity. On the other hand, when you focus on elevated emotions like gratitude and love, you start to attract experiences that resonate at the same frequency. To begin this alignment process, it is essential to create daily habits that promote a higher vibration. Practices like meditation, visualization, and gratitude are powerful ways to reprogram your personal frequency. For example, dedicate a few minutes every morning to visualize your goals as already achieved and feel the joy of that realization. This will not only give you clarity about what you want, but will also elevate your vibration, allowing you to connect with those higher realities. Furthermore, it is crucial to take care of your surrounding environment. The energy of the people and situations you engage with can impact your vibration. Therefore, seek to surround yourself with people who inspire and elevate your frequency, and avoid environments or relationships that drain your energy. By tuning into higher versions of yourself, you open doors to new possibilities and transformative experiences that once seemed out of reach. Are you ready for this frequency shift? Integrating the signals we receive from parallel realities into our daily lives is a crucial step for our personal and spiritual growth. Often, the messages that reach us may seem subtle or even imperceptible amid the hustle and bustle of everyday life. However, it is precisely in that tumult that we must learn to stop and listen. For example, when you start noticing the same number repeatedly or encounter people mentioning the same phrase, this can be a clear sign that there is a message waiting to be understood. These occurrences are not mere coincidences, but invitations to explore more deeply what these experiences can teach. One way to apply these signals is to keep a record of experiences. Write down the moments when you notice synchronicities, déjà vus, or intuitions that arise in your life. This will not only help clarify the meaning behind these events, but it will also allow you to reflect on your growth over time. By rereading your notes, you may uncover patterns that reveal more about who you are and the path you are on. Writing is a powerful tool that provides clarity and understanding. Finally, integrating these learnings requires a continuous commitment to self-knowledge and self-assessment. Frequently ask yourself, how does this experience align with my purpose? Or, what is this synchronicity trying to show me? This type of active reflection not only promotes profound growth, but also allows you to become more aware of how you are shaping your own reality. By doing so, you are not just living, but also creating a more meaningful life aligned with your deepest truths. Are you ready to apply all of this and see the magic unfold in your life? Now that you have delved into the depths of parallel realities and the signals the universe sends us, it's time to take action. Have you ever imagined what your life would be like if you began applying these insights daily? The feeling of being more aligned with your intentions and more aware of the synchronicities around you can be transformative. So ask yourself, what small actions can you take today to make space for these new experiences? What can you do to better tune into your true essence and the opportunities that await you? Remember, each signal is a chance for growth and learning. If this video resonated with you, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that can help expand your consciousness and transform your life. Share in the comments how you plan to apply these concepts. And if you have had experiences that confirm these parallel realities. Your story can inspire others, and together we can create a community of growth and discovery. Don't miss the chance to take the next step in your journey.